reason I called in is last night I tried to watch Chris Hayes' show on MSNBC. I was very disappointed they were running more Donald Trump campaign rallies. While I was watching it, I wondered why we don't see them ostensibly supposed to be the liberal channel, but at least the most liberal commentary you can get on television at night. Well, we don't see Bernie Sanders' campaign rally pre-ending show, but watched it for a half hour, and I came upon a realization. I know that Sam thinks that Trump is going to drop out of the race before he could win the nomination, and I thought he was right up until last night. I'm predicting a flame out, actually. I think his stick is already, the crowd seemed bored. He wasn't getting the pops that he'd been getting before. And I thought it was getting kind of repetitious for him just to brag about how great he was and how, that something great he's going to do so fast before your head spins.
You thought the crowd was getting bored listening to the same thing again and again and again about how great he is?
Yeah, I think he's at like his 14-minute mark, really. I didn't realize that till last night. I think that's the case. I'm thinking he's going to flame out before he can even drop out.
That's interesting. I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't exclude it. But every time everybody's predicted that happening, it hasn't happened so far. I mean, he's been incredibly resilient.
That's true. But
so I think,
but this is the first time I saw him perform, basically, and he didn't seem dynamic at all.
You felt like his audience was looking bored, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. I think that's interesting. I think I actually did see a second of what you're talking about. I did kind of notice what you're talking about, Blaine. It did seem like he was dropping some lines that people were sort of like, all right, man, like we get it. These are the greatest hits, but what else you got? But I think that there was a very large amount of people that support him that are pretty enrolled in the sort of, the Don Rickles act. And I think it will keep taking it pretty far.
That's very true. But you know what? He's got to keep it going until November of next year.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what. I mean, I think, again, especially if Sam's right about it, he doesn't necessarily need to keep. I mean, he just needs, especially if the plan is to drop out and be a kingmaker, he just needs to maintain his leverage. And frankly, he already has enough leverage. I mean, he already has upended the whole primary. Even if he spectacularly flamed out, which I don't think he will.
I gotta say, I'm disagreeing with everybody here.
Matt's a huge Trump fan.
I was also in disagreement. I was also in agreement with Sam that he eventually would bow out on his own, stating that he doesn't want to really do it or something came up, and he would be the kingmaker. Yes, but the more I watch the rest of the pool of the clown car, and the more I see people dropping. In terms of, Rick Perry dropped out, but I mean their ratings dropping, their support dropping. I think Trump might go the whole way.
You think and you think he would actually want to go the whole way? I
think he just might do it. I think he. I really do.
When does he drop out? That he has a family relative who's sick or something?
Look who's rising though too right now with him, Ben Carson.
Yes.
I mean. There's no reason for Trump to drop out anytime soon. At the very least,
menstrual cycles control the
stock market. Who is he gonna hand it to? Ted Cruz, so his pick can lose to Ben Carson. Like it's not gonna make any sense for him to drop out when he's the one who's winning. It would look much better for him to get the nomination and lose than for him to pick somebody who doesn't even get the nomination.
I'm not even gonna pretend that I have a clear prediction on this. I still think the scenario is. I think Sam's right. I think he drops out at some point when he has a lot of leverage. But because I don't think if you're him, you actually want to be president. I think that's the main point.
I think he's having too much fun with this, man.
Oh, he's having fun humiliating everybody and crushing it.
He thinks he'll do that for the next 4 years, too.
You know what? If he starts to think that becoming president is just going to be winning for 4 years,
that's really him,
he'll be into it.
That's really him, though.
All right, it's possible. Let me read a few IMs. Blaine, thanks so much for the call.